Shalom, Aspaga. Sham Kadan. Wow, Baruk Atah Yahuah for giving me this place to sleep last night. As I'm just driving through this area I've never been, no signal. Sun's going down. Running way out of time on my log. Camping ground on left, 1/2 mile. So I pulled in, check it out. There's nobody in this parking lot. This is a blacktop parking lot. There's even a little bathroom right here. There's nobody here. Yeah, it says it's under video surveillance, but I don't care. I just put up all my window shades, go inside and sleep. Baruk Atah Yahuah. Slept well, too. So I was about ready to go through the steps that I would do to make coffee. And then try to get back on the road and get a signal so my shot's not worried about me too much. Sorry, honey, I'm trying. I didn't lost my signal. And whenever I can get a signal, I can see how I'm looking for making it to Vegas by their closing time. 4 p.m. is the local time that they would close. Yesterday was so amazing. I gave so much beauty in the drive. And I feel like the video came out really well. It's probably one of the better ones. So, Baruk Atah Yahuah. And get that guy uploaded at some point. Abba knows when, I don't know. And then they'll be able to clear it up off the phone. I'm going to be probably following a similar type of format. I turned the video on probably 10 different times, running for 20-30 minutes, turn off, I don't know. Everything ended up being about 3 hours long, and I think that's probably, I mean, to be honest, man, people can't watch stuff that's longer than that, really. You know? Oh, I said I was going to show you my leg. I don't think I can at this angle. This particular angle. Yeah, it's really shiny in the camera, dang. But this is the blade part that I was talking about. Anyway, it's a Baruk Atah Yahuah. This is another day that Yahuwah has made. So let us rejoice. Be glad in it. My boy gave me some huckleberries. Picked them right off the tree. I just have a few. This dawning. Ooh, those are cold and sour. Thanks, Bear. Love them. Delicious. Love you. Missing you already. Allow that you have a wonder-filled day. Be taub. And my baby made me some chicken salad. I don't normally eat this early, but I'm gonna have some right now. All my coffee's brewing here. I can already hear folks. Huckleberries and then chicken salad and before coffee. Today, not always. I can't wait to try this because I think it's going to be amazing. Got an onion in it. Yummy. Mustard. Homemade mayonnaise. Qadashayam chicken. Didn't come from Satan's way, as my Aki says. Come from Azure. Comes from a ranch in Oregon. I don't know exactly where. Be cool to drive by and see it. I should try to look that up. I don't know why I feel like they're called Anderson Brothers. I could be wrong. But these folks they don't snake bite their critters. They don't give them a snake bite. That's critical. Essential. Abba showed me before with the Franken food. Imagine the audacity of the thing made to go and say, I'm going to make something that the creator made better. They think they're enhancing it. The apple, make it more red, resistant to their real reason they want to do it, right? They can spray all the pesticides on it and they don't die. But what happens when you eat it? Don't matter. It's Franken food. It's genetically modified. So I guess I could say they don't genetically modify their chickens. And we don't try to eat nothing that's genetically modified. Why would we? That's another reason why I only want to drink the water that comes from the well. It comes out of the earth. Everything in higher ruts is alive. Has life in it. Right? Ain't that kind of a theme in scripture? Just like the blood has life and Yahusha is the way, the truth, and the life. I think that bee wanted some of my chicken salad. It ain't for you, buddy. Mustache is so long. Never trimmed. Well, not never ever, but been there a long time. One of those Western type. Being silly, sorry. Get some coffee. Get us on the road. I'll be back shortly. Shalom. All right. Wow. What a view Abba gave us right out the gate, first thing. Oh yeah, so this is the place, you guys. This is crazy. Harney County Snowmobile Club. Wow, they got their own outbuilding, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a large circle so you can see the size of this paved lot. Just parked here, spent the night, didn't have no troubles whatsoever, and nobody bothered me. 2 vehicles drove by that I heard. Didn't even stop. There's the little facility. Alright, so we're gonna get on the road. Not sure exactly the name of this campground, but I think we're gonna see, I think we'll see the name of it when we get down here a little bit. Almost shockered. Look at this wooded area from damaged. Just looks rough as all get out, y'all. That ain't normal, little kiddos. Sorry, little children's. It's not normal in the forest, okay? Looks friggin' Mad Max Thunderdome-ish or something. Oh dang, there's a tree that's hollowed out and was on fire on the inside. Oh, should I go back? Yeah, you should go back, dude. You don't see that every day. Alright, hang on, I'm backing up. And I gotta figure out how I'm gonna let you see it. Where did it go? Going back. There it is. Dude, that is the craziest freaking thing. What in the world? No. You won't be able to see it if I did it that way. I'm shockered. We're gonna get a little video of this. Hang on. All right. Out the window of the truck, I seen this. What the heck is that? Like a little living space? I guess that's all we get. 6 times zoom. That thing was on fire on the inside. I don't even know what to think of that, family. What the heck is going on with that? Alright. Camera back over there. That's crazy, bro. I'm tripping out on that. Sorry if you're not and you think I'm overreacting. I apologize. I'm just tripping. It's like, what the heck did I just see? Okay. So this is King Mountain Lookout Road. Okay. And I don't see the sign. I'm gonna have to look at it when we go past it from this side. Tell you the name of the campground. Make a note, because if I come back through this way, I'll stay there again. Idle like a truck engine and wild like a beast. That's what it looks like. I mean, to be in the area that had such a crazy things, the burning and all that, 2020, remember all the lawlessness and everything they fed us on the TV? You know, just kind of imagine that there's like this group of bandits roaming around Oregon that are, you know, Antifa or whatever. Pass through Portland and look at how it is. So yeah, I was thinking that there might be some people who just show up and I'm the only person there and I want to have somebody to try to rob or whatever. So as always, I just say Baruk Atah Yahuah for his protection, and for his provision. Because the dang sure know Hashatan would want to send his minions to devour me if he could. Better believe it. You too, if you're out here speaking the truth to folks. There's some kind of monument or something right there. Alright, so even though everything has no signal, even my logbook will not log anything. My GPS is working because I guess it is kind of a GPS, even though it'll say no GPS signal. It's the Google Maps offline, and so I'm able to tell, you know, that I got 13 miles. I'm on US 395. Hey, huge truck coming through with 2 trailers stacked with hay. Hey! Huh. Yeah, definitely gonna need to drink some coffee. You can tell I'm being goofy. I slept alright. Let me see. I think it ended up being about 7 hours, but there was, some being awake and turning, and the craziest thing is that my little fridge here kicks off and on to, stay cool throughout the night and stuff. It kept on making me think that I was hearing somebody, that there was somebody there, and then I was just like, oh, that's just the fridge. And I scare the crud out of my own dang self, because I locked the truck from the inside, like with the remote. I locked it and I go to sleep. Well, that turned on the alarm. Guess I didn't really realize I must have pressed the button 2 times. So when I crawled back up into the front seat, I went to start the truck, make sure the battery's not dead. Can you imagine? I still need to get me one of those jump starter boxes. I just can't afford to spend the money right now. But I definitely need one, because that's going to be having a dead battery out here, and I'm going to have to call for somebody to come and jump me and all that. I definitely wouldn't get the trailer there on time then, huh? Anyway, I put the key in the truck and I turned it to accessory, and the alarm started, the horns, everything started going off. Just scared the crud out of me. I was like, oh, And then I'm like, oh, you dumb fool, you done that to yourself. So, yeah. And when you turn the truck off, I guess because it's a diesel, it sits there and makes a bunch of noise for a little while. It's not loud, disturbing noise. It's just little, this probably pump or regulator or some kind, and little fluids and different things going on. I'm lying there. What's really funny too is when I first crawled into the back, the mattress was, I guess, settling. Oh, I said that word again. I didn't want to say that. Forgive me, Father. The mattress was coming to rest in its position after me being upon it, and it just kept on making all this noise. This was only in the very beginning, but it was like it was a weird kind of noise it was making. And I was like, what's that? So easily spooked. Some band of robbers gonna come out and get me, like from some stupid, like I said, Thunderdome movie, right? Some band of water deprived lunatics, like from some movie. Anyway, it's all well. I didn't even bother to get the fan and mister, and I didn't even need it. By the time I found that place, I shall say by the time the Father brought me to that place, there was next to no light left. And it was go real quick. It says that there's cameras, so I snuck off into the bush a little bit, go pee, come back, throw up all the shades and everything, lock the door, and settle it, or come to rest. A few that do, but they know. Yahuwah rebuke them for what they have done, for real. Filling our language with names of four mighty ones. As is a normal part of our language. Can you imagine, bro, being Hispanic, speaking Espanol, and every time they say, thing is, I think it's the feminine and the masculine, because we looked at this before, and I don't remember my shot, and I these songs, they're always basically singing the word L-A, 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 right? Which is also in Espanol, if you're saying something that's feminine, you'll say that L-A, whatever it is. And if it's masculine, you'll say E-L. And I think they're both names of foreign mighty ones. And if you're born and raised in that tongue, can you imagine stopping saying the word the? I mean, is the English word the clean? Now I'm really wondering. You know, freaking dirty snakes. They come up with some stuff, don't they? Look at these rocks, family. Oi! That's just gorgeous right there. Oh man, somebody lives right here. Somebody, look at this. I see a trailer or something right there, right there. Dang, dude, for real. Imagine just having a fire right there and roasting meat to you right there underneath those rocks. Man, that's just awesome. Be out underneath the stars. See, that's funny. You definitely would have some dogs that, you know, a dog can dwell outside. Jeez. Look at our dog. We just got him a dog house. It's used, but I saw that thing sells for like $235. I was like, what? It does plug in and has a heater inside of it. You know, and he's been off the leash outside for a couple weeks now. He didn't go nowhere. He stays right there with us. And you know, I guess there was a time that he placed himself between my shop on and what, you know, coyotes or something. And he kind of switched gears from his normal, goofy, lovable self, you know, to protect her. I like that. I like that. Now we're feeding him raw chicken. I think it's going to help him. Not saying that he needs to come back inside or anything like that, because I don't necessarily think that he does. Still want to dwell with us. I still want to stay with us. A lot of folks don't understand, right? Because their little fur baby, they think of it as a child, and it sleeps with them, and then they feed it from a high chair and let it lick chocolate cake off of their silver spoon. But it ain't abnormal for folks to have dogs that dwell outside. That's abnormal is the little shih tzu that licks chocolate cake off your spoon. That's the part that's abnormal. They ain't supposed to eat chocolate anyway. I'm just making a joke, but I think you get the point. Actually, it's a reference from my childhood as well, because I believe that my grandmother used to do that with her little dog. I don't know what those dogs are, Pomeranians or something. This is gorgeous out here. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Enjoy the view for now, family. I'll turn the camera off here in a little bit. But look at these rocks. And I keep looking to see if there's like a cave. Yeah, because sometimes it will be like a little cave in there. Obviously, there's bunches of tiny caves for birds or bats or whatever, but I meant like even that people can dwell in. That's what you want to find, I think. Wow, look at this little clearing. See there? I just have some beef or some goats out there grazing on that. Those goats that sit there and eat this shrubbery, right? They'll eat all that shrub that's up on that hill right there. Bro, they got never-ending food supply out here. I'm that. Oh yeah, check out this trailer. Oh dang, I think I'm getting a signal. My little do not enter sign went away, but it doesn't say 4G yet. So the first town we're gonna come to is called Burns. Dang, that coffee is so delicious. Look at that cool little homestead right there. Dang, bro, that's neat. Think about the guy that owns that little piece of land and runs it. Man, he must know some stuff. You can learn a lot from a guy like that. You would have to know how to fix all these different things when they break. Whatever it is, mended fences and repairing small engines. You know all the things that he must know. If you grew up with a father around that knew some things and was able to teach you and show you some things, that's a Baruk Atah. For real. I know next to nothing, and it's all stuff I done taught myself. And if it went back and asked them, my parents, they'd probably say, oh, that's because he never would want to listen or learn, and it would be my fault. Of course it would be my fault. Why would it not be my fault, right? Got a message from my ach. Didn't get to hear from him for a minute. So he probably messaged me that sometime yesterday, and I'm just now getting it. Sorry, I'm not trying to just babble on in a nonsensical way. There is a point to what I'm trying to say. Sometimes people might take a father for granted, and he is teaching and showing things. It's a lot of favor, because not everybody gets that, you know. If everybody did get it, there never would be an expression called baby daddy. That, to me, that is a symptom of a great sickness in a culture, in a society, that there's a title given to a male as baby daddy or sperm donor or any other such nonsense as this. You need to take that responsibility. You need to take that accountability. You bring a child into this world, right? Ain't that the truth, though? For real. And everybody in the village should be holding them to that, but they don't. They'll be like, oh, well, they don't really love each other, you know, making excuses for them and everything else, normalizing something that shouldn't be normal. So it's telling me Fry Road. Bro, I don't know what this thing wants me to do right now. Okay, recenter this. Okay, I gotta go straight across, clear. Here we go. Okay, so it looked like it wanted me to turn left, but it just wants me to go up here and turn left in a mile and a half. Just was like zoomed out. Man, what a view you're getting this dawning. Look at that. Look at those colors. Whee! This is gorgeous over here. There's these little birds everywhere. I guess they look like some kind of quails or something. Hey, there's a little deer staring at me. Yep, she was right. She's got a little baby with her too. She had 3 legs down in the gulch and 1 up on the median of the road. She's literally just right on the edge of the road right here. Be careful. Always need to be careful, especially out here in these wide open spaces. I really want to get a brush guard on this truck, and I dang sure can't afford that. That's going to be probably $2,500 to $3,500 installed it. Get a proper one with lights and stuff, because sometimes when you're going in some areas it's really dark and you can't really see too much. I had it outfitted like water included, really thick tubing, large bore, whatever. A couple different light kits on it that would do everything you ever need to do, boy. You just going through and you light up the whole place. Okay, are we gonna be on this road for a minute now? Yep, 89 miles. Okay, so I'm gonna try to settle in a little bit. We're gonna have the sun right in my face, but that's all right. That's what this thing right here is for, sun visor. Okay. Let's see what my ox says. Are you okay, Aki? Saw Tiffany, can't get hold of you. All is well, brother. Yeah, I'm doing just fine. I just, I end up being in a place where there was no signal for a long time and had to bed down there. So I sent her several messages. She just didn't get them before going to sleep. Now when she wakes up, first thing she's going to see is my messages. And she'll know that I'm okay. I spent 5 hours at the leg guy yesterday and got this leg, and I think it could end up being the best leg I ever got. Hallelujah. And I got to get all the way to Vegas by 4 p.m. today. That's when they close. I got to go pick up the trailer before they close, or else I'd have to wait till Monday. So I'm just striving to make all the time that I can. And I'm sure she probably also realized that she wasn't able to see me on the 360 app because I don't have no signal. But I understand that she will get concerned and everything like that, but all is well. Baruk Atah Yahuah. Shalom. Forgot I was recording the whole time. Anyways, I don't know what Elder Man was doing there. Is this thing wrong again? It says 65. Dang, Google trying to get me in trouble all the time. Oh boy, here comes all the text messages from my shop. Dang it, I just looked down and saw one that said, I'm scared. Oh, honey, no, I don't want you to be scared. I'm sorry I can't do nothing about it when I don't have no signal. And right now you're sleeping at 6:30 where you are. Dang it. I don't want her to have to worry. I mean, like I said, I was a little concerned my own self, right? Because the place that I wanted to try to get to, I couldn't make it. It's just the bottom line, I couldn't make it. I was going to have probably an hour and a half of drive time beyond what my log would even allow me to do. It was getting dark and I was so tired because I didn't get any rest the night before, and I think I woke up at 3:30 in the fourth watch, you know what I mean? So I'll see a sign that tells me the speed limit here shortly. I'm on this road for 85 miles. If I see anything cool to see or feel like I have anything to say, I'll fire this back up. But for now, mashpaka, we'll let y'all go. Now see you soon. Halal. Hallelujah. Yahuah. It's interesting, right? Just real quick. Yahuah. praise added by the great I am. See that in context? Look at where it's written. In Hathkaluth, Revelation, it's written there. And while they saying Halal Yahuah, because he defeated the serpent and death and Hatah and all those things into the lake of fire, right? Because he is worthy to open the scroll. This is the reason why they all singing Hallelujah, Hallelujah. They ain't saying Hallelujah, Hallelujah, or anything like that. It's Hallelujah. All right, here I go. See, I'm getting fired up now. It matters, you guys. Beauty in the language is unreal, and it's, for the most part, undiscovered, because they hid it, and Yahuwah also removed it. So, you gotta remember, he took it out of our mouths for a reason, that we wouldn't curse and profane his pure language. Alright, family. Be back soon. Papa willing. Halal Yahuah. This is what a lot of this has been so far, like this. Look at all that beef out there grazing too, though. Just think, bro. If you look out there, if you see 100 there, you could see 1,000, right? Because over here on this side it looks the same, but there ain't no day over here, right? So they might move them around or something. I think this could be one like massive bull right here, black with a white head. Or is that? Yeah, I can't tell. That was a very large beast of the field, though. But yeah, so this is Oregon 78. They put on here Steens Highway. Not sure what that's a reference to. Steen, I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit concerned. I put on the big map in the truck and zoomed out, and I feel like my little marker is closer to Seattle than it is to Vegas, and I am more than halfway through whatever time I would have available to make it. I don't want to change the information on my phone because I still have no signal. And if I try to load something new right now, it's just not going to load, and then I'll have nothing. At least right now, I'm getting navigation to the rest area that I had planned to stop at. There's no way I would have been able to make it. It's still, look how long it's still taking me. Well, I guess you don't really have a perspective on that because I keep stopping video. But right now it's telling me it's an hour and a half remaining. And I just wouldn't have been able to get through all this in the dark, flat exhausted. Log would have probably expired around now, I guess. And I'd have been looking for somewhere to park on the side of this road, which is, look at the shoulder. You can't see it. It's a tiny little shoulder, you know, a couple feet, and then that dirt that drops off at a sharp angle there. And you can't park here and stay here. But some of these, like this, just opened up right here, a long, straight, very flat stretch of road. Kind of cool. Look at all them horses. Did you see them? Oh man, it was like 5 of them right there together. There's also spots where you see rocks gathered together out here. It's wild, man. Think back to days gone by, how many times people would have slept, you know, right here, right there, underneath these stars, in the landscape. landscape may have even looked different. It's interesting. I'd much rather be out there than in some city somewhere. This is me, I guess. I'm sure it's a lot of y'all too. Anyway, I just thought that there was some beauty that I could share right there. That little area, that little section. I mean, not that all this right here is not beautiful, because it is. I can see really far out here to the left, but the sun is on this side, so there's like a little bit of a glare, but you can just see these distant blue and gray hills, I guess ranges, mountain range or something. It's a lot different on this side. On your side, you see that tall top of that hill right there, and then you can't see nothing beyond that. Perspective, we're just too close. But on this side, you can see layers, right? You can see hills and then hills behind the hills. So that's cool. There's an interesting rock formation right there. That was natural or assembled. It looks like it probably was assembled. So interesting. There's a similar one here, but it's a lot shorter, right there. Even got some paint on it. First Nation, likely. I'm not sure who all involved in this area. I don't know. We are on 78 and we are coming up to 95. And basically, I'm just going to end up staying on. Oops. Okay. I don't feel like I've ever seen that before. I never touched the little clock. You touch the little clock and you get a big face clock there to adjust the time. Anyway, family, I'll let you go again for a bit. Still waiting to hear back from my Shah. She's surely sleeping. It's only 7:30 there. And yeah, be in Palal because I'm not sure if I'm going to make it or not. When I get a connection, I'll try to put in more destinations. Basically, when I planned the route, there were 8 stops, so it only has the current stop that I'm on, which is to this rest area about an hour and a half away. And so probably when I get there, or at least out of this area, I can upload some other destination points and get a better idea of what's going on. For right now, all I can do is the best I can and be in Palal to Abba. And if it ends up that I gotta kill Saturday and Sunday somewhere in Nevada before I even get to pick up the trailer, then I have to try to find a way to make that work. And I do Palal, that's not the case, because I don't want to prolong my time away from home. After I do these 3 loads, I want to go back home and regroup and spend some quality time with my bond and my Shah. And spent probably about 3 of the 2,000 and up jobs. And spent too much of the lower stuff. I got that one. It was $540, but I spent over probably $300 on fuel. I only ended up probably making $200 on that, and that was horrible. That only comes out to $1 a day. Look at this big old fella. How you doing there? He's just standing right on the shoulder grazing. So yeah, they're all free range out here. I just seen a section where they're not fenced or nothing. It is gorgeous out here. So a lot of these places that I'm passing by, I guess you could come out here and boondock, if you wanted. I'm sure that you would. It's going to be snow in the winter, pretty hot. In the summer, right now it's only 80. So, all right, guys, be back again. I'm willing shortly. Looks like we changed time zones as well now. So that means I lose an hour, huh? Dang, I didn't even think about that. See, these things I don't have experience enough to just naturally think about these things. So that means it's really going to be 8:40 instead of 7:40. Able to make it on time. I mean, I guess let me just sum this up a little bit too, because if I can't, then I can't. And that also means that when I do pick up on Monday, and I'm looking to probably drop on Tuesday, so I don't know that I can pick up and drop both of those units in that same Tuesday, because on Wednesday is Shabbat, and I'm not going to be doing nothing, obviously. But I also won't be spending Shabbat at home. I'll be spending Shabbat in Cali. And you dang sure don't want to get a room, because as soon as you do that, then you really don't make any money. And it's hot, so where exactly are you going to look to stay, kind of a thing. Started to feel like, hey, there's no loads. Like 4 or 5 days had no loads. There would be just an occasional reload popping up. So when I saw some stuff that I could actually get, I would grab it. And then I was in Halal to the Father for those two quickies in California. Those two ones pretty close to about $550 each. I mean, total $550. So I figured that that could offset the fuel costs and turn this run into basically just a profit type run. I want to try to take and deposit about $2,000 into the primary account. Really need to put 5 times that much on the Costco City card. I think it's mega. Oh, it's so fat. And there goes a jackrabbit right there. Bing, bing, bing. Haha. You didn't see him because he was too close to the road. Anyway, there I go. Rambling on about money. Sure would like to be able to have money and use it for Tahu. Money is an evil that strangles me. My mushroom God. If you're not willing to sell out and compromise on your convictions, then dang sure don't this is Nevada. This is US 95. Halal Yahuah. It's saying that I got 490 miles to go, and that'll be for fuel. The tank of the truck is filled. Have some reserve fuel in the back as well. Should be enough to carry me there. And spoke with my main man right now at the dealership. Told him I was running a little bit behind. If he could do me a big favor and meet me a little bit after, and you know, I could do him a favor, maybe go out for carne asada or something. And he ended up saying, "It's okay. Don't worry about it. Yes, I'll meet you after." And no, you don't need to take me out for no carne asada or nothing. All I can say is Baruk Yahuah, Tada Abba. You know what? Barak him, because your word says that you will Barak those that Barak Yashar'Al. And I just ask you to smile upon him and give him your favor, because his willingness to extend kindness to your servant. I'm busting my tail, Abba, to try and do everything in obedience to provide for my house in your Qadash name. And I'm out here trying to tell anyone and everyone who listen to me about you. And I will tell them. Tell him your name, that I ask you, Barak him. Absolutely. Hallelujah. Yahuah. So 14 miles on this road, then we're getting on to 795 east, which I don't know, but I kind of have a feeling that's gonna, Vegas is from where I am on the big map. Very far, over 500 miles, that's for sure. You will deliver me swiftly and safely. That's the only thing. Like I said yesterday, it's not going to be about us and our planning and logistics and management. Yeah, we need to be stewards, of course. But if we don't have Abba's favor in any situation, it is not going to prosper. When we read about in the scriptures, when it says that he prospered in all things that he did, that was because of Yahuah. And that's because of his love for Yahuah and his obedience to Yahuah's will, statutes, commandments, precepts. Call them whatever you want. I like to call them my heavenly Father's loving instructions, because every single one of them is for my well-being. They really are for my well-being. Barak Yahuah. Alright, family, I just needed to let you know about that. That's really, really, really great news. Those mountains, most people, they would just say, "Oh, it's just a long drive, boring drive, nothing to look at." They're majestic. Look at them. guys, so I had to come back just a little earlier than I thought because look at that sand. Look at this sand. Just like that, bro. Started seeing big sand dunes out here. Huh. We are very, very close to I-80. Sorry, the truck in front of me, he and I were kind of running together, and then all of a sudden he starts slowing down. I see why there's a car in front of him that's choosing to go like, I don't know, 50 and 70, so that's interesting. Picking up speed again now. Only have 5 miles. Sped up a lot. Still going kind of slow, to be honest with you. So even though my main man was like, hey, don't worry about it, I'm still going to do everything I can to not have him wait very long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to like drag my feet in any way. Like this guy in front of me. I'm not really too sure what he's doing. I can't do anything. I got a double yellow line, even though there's 2 lanes over there next to me, or on the other side. I can't pass. I wonder what all that is out there. See that? There's a bunch of, I don't know, it's like storage. There's 2 large buildings there, though. They must have some producing something. No idea what. Alright guys, just wanted you to see that we got sand on the scene, coming into a little bit more like a deserty type climate, I guess. I still feel like we're kind of north for that, but not for long. You know what it's like all around Vegas and all that. Desert. Baruk Atah Yahuah. This is a crazy road so far. I come up from this little town, Austin, Nevada, on Highway 50, climbing up this narrow road. Pretty sharp turns. I wanted to turn the camera on sooner, but it really wasn't an opportunity because of the turns. I got you turned on now. And I think we might be just about done with this here climb. Come down the other side eventually, because this can't keep going up and up forever, and we're still going up. I think I saw a sign that said we're at 6,750 feet elevation. I was like, wait, what? Is that free? You think it's like flat? It seemed like it was flat for a long time down there where I was, that's for sure. Okay. 30 miles an hour. 6 miles. These are really pretty rocks right here. So it says 8.5 miles until we change roads. And it looks like the ETA to get to the dealership is down to 4:11. So, Tada Ava for that. Still looking for a place to stop. I'll be able to use the restroom and maybe refill my coffee. 1, It says that the speed limit is 55. Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know what you'd have to be in to be going 55 on this road. Probably a motorcycle. Some kind of little rice rocket. Looks like we climb right back up out the other side of this. If that road that I see over yonder is this road, that's what we're gonna do. I think it is. Man, this is almost like a little go-kart track, this road. Seriously, it reminds me of it's a little race track that you can go on as a youngster. Crazy. This is what my baby was talking about. She sent me a message. Let me see. She said, I think you get to go down that wavy highway that feels like you're sailing, LOL. I mean, it's definitely windy, wavy. She might be talking about a different place. I don't know. Crazy hot. It says it's 82, but it's again where the sun is just beating down on you through the window on your arm and your leg and stuff. But it's not really that hot at all. It's just the sun is making you feel a little burn. So long, just a long, straight, flat. Now we're winding around and stuff like that. So that's cool. I feel like it's helping me to get a little bit of second wind, kind of. Woo! Rough right there. Oh, look at those clouds. I think I see moisture coming down from that large cloud that's straight ahead. It has been a little bit since we come into any rain, so that would be cool. I always like a little bit of rain when I'm driving. actually up against that mountain and probably raining at the base of the mountain. It just looks like it's right there. And I see some more too on the other side over here on my side, but up into these mountains. So I don't know if we're gonna get to go up into these mountains because I can't really tell yet what this road's gonna do. Shut the camera off right here, but I feel like we're going to be going up into this mountain, so I want to let it run for a bit. Plus, if it starts raining, that'll be cool. At least I think it will be cool. Now it says it's 89. It got a bit hotter. Change the 437 from 411 on the ETA. What happened? Dude, I can't like that. Wow. I think there was like an accident or something and it's making it like a delay now, or it's putting some kind of traffic thing. Dude, that's just sucky, bro. Who knows what's gonna happen? It's still 5 hours away. Oh, and now I've lost my navigation. Shoot. That's crazy. I've been places, I've lost my signal and lost my phone. Right? You lose the data and you lose the regular voice. It donkeys. But this is the first time that I've actually lost the Google Maps. That's pretty interesting. Messages later. It says she sent me 5 messages. I just heard it go ding one time. Jeez. Well, hopefully she's not worried that I'm not answering right away because I can't help it if I don't have a signal, you know? Alright. So, let's see. I'm going to take this truck right here. That was the best time Baruk Atah Yahuah gave me a clean approach, and Ashley, I don't know how much this is going to start going up. And that can slow big trucks like that down a lot. You get stuck. Okay, stay on 50 4 miles to Dry Creek. Are you serious? I'm turning on a road called Dry Creek. Are you serious? I feel like this is like when we were going across the country in our big toy hauler and had us going on Stanky Creek Road, and I was white knuckling it through the whole thing. It was turned into a dirt road with washout, washboards, and scary, man, scary. No turning around, no backing down out of there. Like it was. See, and now's not really the time for me to be checking my messages because I got turns coming up. So I feel very trapped. It makes me feel trapped. So I'm just gonna have to wait a second. For all I know, those messages are before I even got to Austin or whatever, because there's no real reliable signal all up and throughout here. Now it says 4:45 for my ETA. It's getting worse and worse and worse. What the heck is going on with this Google Maps, man? I ain't liking this, family, at all. Petroglyphs. Petroglyphs. Dang, I want to see those. This is going to be my turn right here. Boy. Seriously do applaud that this is what we want. It don't look like it. This right here? Dude, something's wrong. That's a freaking dirt road, dude. And now I've completely lost my signal. This is like what you would call a nightmare, right? 2100 South DK. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Decatur Boulevard. Help me. Why is it going to tell me to take a stupid dirt road?
When possible, make a
Sorry,
U-turn.
I don't know what's going on. This Google Maps was literally trying to tell me to go down this dirt road right here called Dry Creek Road off of Highway 50. So I pulled over and I'm trying to redo my navigator and I have like no signal. The puppies are so cute. I want to look at all the puppy pictures. Wow, you guys. That's where it was telling me to go, down that dirt road right there. I don't know what's going to happen. The truck is trying to tell me. It's literally telling me to go back the way I came from. And I don't know what I should do. I guess I should listen.
After 14 miles onto NV 376.
Yo, bro, I'm pissed. And now, you know, this guy was doing me a great act of kindness that he was going to wait for me. I don't even know. I've had to go to the bathroom for like over an hour. Just everything's falling apart. Wow. What the heck was it? So it's telling me to go the complete opposite way and then to turn left. And that thing was telling me to go out here and turn to the right. What is that? What sense does that even make? It makes no sense whatsoever. I have no idea what's going on right now. I really just feel like turning off here and going looking at these petroglyphs. That's what I want to do. Of course, we can't always do what we want to do. I need to try to be a steward here. I need to try to get to this load. And I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I feel like I'm going to have to call him and tell him, never mind, I'm so sorry. I'll see you on Monday. I don't even understand what's happening right now. It's telling me to go back the way I came from. It's not like you can get that mixed up. It's Las Vegas for crying out loud. It's Las Vegas, dude. Hello? What in the world? Like it's telling me in 11 miles turn left. It's also telling me 5:45. Oh my gosh, are you serious, dude? It was all the way down to like 4:11 p.m. as an ETA. And I was all like celebrating. We're literally celebrating. You know, this is so perfect. Thank you. It's all gonna be great. Hallelujah. And I'm like, wait, what just happened? What? And it didn't reroute me. I didn't make a wrong turn. It doesn't make any sense. are. Like, the only place they want to be is like up on her shoulder, up on her bosom. She said they refuse to be anywhere else right now. They're so funny. Well, this is causing me to reconsider in a very, very strong way. Not taking routes, too indirect routes. I mean, unless I really know what's going on. Probably should have taken more time to examine it all. It's my fault. Not pop.
Turn right after 99 miles.
99 miles. Bro. For real, that's what time I'm supposed to get there? That is not well, dude. Oops. 5:40. It's literally saying it's going to take me 5 hours to get there. I'm going to message him. About 45 minutes ago, I was like, oh, I'm going to find a place to use the bathroom and get a refill on my coffee. Yeah, the ETA's looking great. Everything's going to be fine. He's going to meet me. And I'm like, I don't get to go to the bathroom. I don't get to get any coffee. And I don't get to meet Mr. Caesar on Friday. Woo! Spend Saturday and Sunday in the truck and be like without signal for who even knows how long. You know, man, as far as I'm concerned, they can drop the whole thing. Just turn the whole thing off right now. I've already been done with this thing for a long time. These systems can't stand it. So crazy. It was taking me down a dirt road. Like, what if I would have went down it? And it's completely going the wrong direction. Okay? Like, I have to go south. I'm going south for 95 miles on this road. And that thing was telling me to go north on a dirt road. Is that not just insane, though? North on a dirt road, really. Yeah, it's wild, man. You can't just make this stuff up. And I spent all this time pressing my speed because I didn't want to inconvenience him when I'm trying to get there. And then now it ends up being like it don't even matter. It's also funny with regards to the navigation in the truck because it's somehow connected, even though it was the thing before that was saying no GPS signal. And that's what I was saying last night when I was on the campground, and my phone was still showing that it was connected to Google Maps. Alright guys, let me try to turn it off for a little bit and I'll come back, I'll be willing, let you know what happens. Alright? No matter what, you will be praised. Baruk Atah and ahava, mashpaka, shalom. Wow, guys. It's just a crazy town adventure, you know? Yeah, got the signal back. Actually, first of all, I put it in the truck, the address, and it started telling me 5:30. So I was like, I'm just going to message Caesar and tell him I won't make it, and I'm so sorry, and thank you for your kindness and all that. But it didn't send because there was no signal. Then I got a signal back, and I double-checked on my phone, and it tells me I'm going to be there at 4:30 again. So I'm like, oh, don't send the message. But it already had sent. So I called him. I'm like, please disregard that last message. I'm sorry, something went wrong with the phone, the GPS, the signal lost, but I'm still going to be there at 4:30. I'm on my way. And he's like, okay, no problem. I'll see you when you get here. So back to everything being fine again. And all the sun and the heat, the 89 degrees, if you could see directly in front of me, I wish you could. You're not going to see directly in front of me, but you're probably going to see out your window in a second. It's going to probably start raining, like monsoon style, I think, coming down on us. It is gorgeous, you guys. I was talking to my baby, telling her everything that's going on. She was trying to help me with directions, and I said, oh, I got to go. I want to get this on camera. This is going to be so gorgeous. So, hello that she is not in offense, you know. But, yeah, you still kind of can't even tell what's about ready to happen on your angle. Those clouds that you see that are like the puffy white, well, these ones that are coming next are black on the bottom. There's lots of moisture coming down. It's kind of weird how it hasn't started pouring on the truck yet. I'm just going to leave this navigation up on the truck in case there's any more outages out here with the phone. That's a pretty common thing that happens out here, right? Big old desert. Because, you know, there's so many things that are obstructing our connection to the satellites. Ha ha! Now it's really getting dark, and there's still no rain here. It's a lot closer to the mountain than we are. I don't know but you probably can tell how we're in the shadow of all that, you know. Because those rain clouds are so thick and so dense. Well, even if we don't get any rain on us, you're going to probably see it raining on this mountain here any second. In fact, I'm just able to see the moisture in the cloud right there coming onto the screen, the top left. It's already dropped to 86. Kind of feel like we're gonna go another 3 degrees than that even. Let's see. There's been a fly in the truck with me for 2 days. I was just telling my shot, he started to militantly dive bomb my face. And I was swatting back and forth. I hit him a couple times. He still kept coming back for more. I'm like, dude, what are you? Are you dehydrated and drunk or something? Remember earlier when I said that I felt like I was chasing around a rain cloud and you never could kind of catch up to it. This is kind of similar feeling, I guess. Although you're really seeing it bugs off. That would be great. I sure would love that, Abba. Give us a quick pour for a couple of minutes. And there goes the drops that I'm getting. You're getting anything over there. This is a steady rain right here, but it's not pouring. God's so good. There you go. Now the wipers are on high. See if we can get some bugs in the top here. I have a half a tank. It's telling me. Oh, I just love how relaxing that sounds. Thank you, Abba. Tada, Abba, Baruk Yahuah. Yeah, the road is all wet. You can smell it. It smells great. Love that smell. That's fresh desert rain. It's different. Reminds me of what I was saying earlier, where it's not the same unless you can, sometimes you can feel it, you can smell it. Like the temperature right now is literally 65. It went from 89 to 65 in this shower. There's out there somewhere, there's some cattle that are probably just digging that. I know well, I actually am on this truck. I'm still digging. I'll be able to do it. Five. What are we coming down? Some kind of down here. Now it's about 45. I'm actually still down. It's called Carvers. The name of this town. C-A-R-V-E-R-S. Carvers. And I am still looking for a place. So the elevation here is 5640. 5,640. That still seems like a lot for, you know what I mean? And their cafe bar and everything is like all shut down. Jumpin' Jack Motel looks like it's still open. That gas station is completely closed down. Bro, some of these towns I've been seeing through here are rough. Like mega rough. Like some folks grow up in these little areas, you know what I mean? And I was saying something to my Shah, you know, it's part of like the pop culture understanding is that inner cities have everything the worst. But some of these communities actually have it quite a bit worse than that. Just being completely keeping it 100, as they say, right? Just being honest. I don't have a dog in that fight. My heart is out for all oppressed peoples everywhere. And this tyrannical beast system is oppressing people, fleecing the lambs, choking us out. One Abba to come and harvest the tares so the wheat can breathe again. Hallelujah. There's a little service station, but I don't think that's going to be my choice. I'm looking for. That place is pretty crowded too. That looks like the one and only place for people in this town to go, and that's rough. You know? refreshing little mountain shower that we had there. Desert shower, really. I guess they were getting squeezed by that mountain. Probably why they were dropping right there. So Baruk Atah back on track to pick up the trailer today. He also told me, I didn't realize it was from 2022, so I'm not sure how used it is, or if it even, I mean, it could be never have been used. I think that this is an auction. I don't know for sure, but I think that it could be. Because the company, ADESA, ADESA, has other like unique cars, foreign, all different types, not just foreign, but it has some unique stuff and some classic stuff and old stuff, and I think that they get stuff on auction. I don't know. But they do. There's some nasty mining of these mountains, and the road's going to go up and bend around, so you're not going to be able to see them. But they're basically like the shape of a step, or like an Aztec temple. But just each layer having been stripped. So if I get a chance to overtake this guy, for that, here we go. And then the fly wants to dive on my face. Do you work for the enemy to come and try to cause me to crash? Dude, get out of here. You're freaking dumb. That's crazy, bro. I've tried to roll down the window a few times to let him out, but he never goes out. Of course not. Why would he, right? Okay, 262 miles to the dealer in Vegas. 48 miles till we get on a different route. It's a little Route 6, and she said that we stay on that until we get on one called 95, and after that, we'll probably have some kind of a place to get a coffee and go to the bathroom, so that's alright. 2 hours later. Man, it's all Talu. You really can see that rain cloud up against the mountain, huh? That was cool. Well, I guess Abba wanted me to go on a little detour so I would get to partake in the rain, and I'll still end up making it to my destination at 4:30 anyways. I had gotten it down to like 4:11 though. That was crazy. And then the signal happened. You know, it's one of those things too, you hear people talk about, like, how do I know that there wasn't going to be a major accident on the road that I'm going to miss now, like, because he delayed me. Baruk Atah, no matter what. Halal Yahuah, no matter what. Alright, family. Get back at you. See how the rest of this goes for a bit, right? That was a pretty little rain experience though that we got to have. Thank you, Father. Shalom Shalum. Alright, Baruk Atah, I finally got to use the bathroom and get some coffee. coffee for gas station coffee, you know. So this is Goldfield, Nevada. Oh wow, Indian Springs Big Boy. I used to go to Big Boys when I was little, like when we lived in Utah. So I I don't know, I see that the little mascot, the little sign, and it like brings back some memories, I guess, you know. But no, I'm not gonna go and eat there. I ain't got time for that anyways. It's telling me now that I'm gonna arrive at 4:40. So I'm really trying to make up some time so I don't have to inconvenience him too much. I really appreciate that he's extending his kindness to me. I'm going to let him know that Yahuwah, our Father in heaven, gives favor to those who are kind to his servants. And that I'm petitioning for the Father to give him, to repay him for his kindness. That, and I was gonna just give him what I had in my wallet, which ain't much, it's $15. But you know, I'd offered to buy him a supper. You know, he's got other things that he needs to do, and it is Friday, so it's, you know, it's a really big deal for him to hang out like that. I gotta try to get hitched up and out of there as quick as possible. Okay, so it's telling me, oh, I'm not turning, the road is turning. This is all these little Nevada towns are wild to me, bro. And a lot of them look pretty rough, you know. There's a courthouse right here with 1907 written on it. I guess that's when it was founded. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying. Look at this old rusty truck. Ain't that something? Look at that rusty old truck right there. That is crazy. Big levers. Yeah, man, there's lots of stuff to look at around here, huh? It's rough, bro. Look at this. Dang, dude. So, if I ever meet anybody that says they're born and raised in Goldfield, I'm gonna really want to pick their brain for a moment. What must it be like to grow up here? What must it be like, bro? That's wild, man. Look at this little trailer park down there. Look at that. Somebody lives in there. I saw one that was abandoned, but the rest I saw weren't. I don't know if they're remodeling this 76. Maybe it's going to be a brand new 76 coming in on my side. It's not open right now, though. Yep, coming soon. Goldfield Truck Stop. That's what it says. Okay. There's a couple deleted trucks in front of me with all kinds of toys, motorbikes, and trailing with some kind of off-road vehicles and whatnot. And I'm like, go guys. These guys have been moving. Like they've been moving at a clip. They were passing folks that weren't going fast as they want. I guess they're giving me the chance to pass them now. I'm kind of surprised. No offense. I mean, I'm not loaded right now, so drop it also Monday. Then pick up and drop the third trailer early Tuesday. Then I can get back home, I guess, right? Realistically. But I need to be finished with everything probably Tuesday, say noon, something like that. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm brainstorming. There seems to be quite a bit of wind through here. Hear it pushing on the truck. I don't see it moving anything around. There ain't really much to go around out there, is there? You see some of that red sand? I don't even think we can call it sand. It's more like clay. 171 miles to go, family. All right. So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and jump back off here. Just wanted to give you a little update and show you some of the change scenery. Yeah. But now probably most likely not to be back on until after I get the trailer on, just because I want to focus on getting in and out of Sir Cesar's hair as swiftly as I can. Thanks for his kindness and accommodation. Baruk Atah Yahuah. Shalum Shalum Mashpaka. Yo, what's up? Okay, I'm 1 hour away from my destination. I had two things I want to talk about. I guess I'm in the area for like Area 51 because I passed a little community, like a stop back there. All kinds of signs and advertising, everything about Area 51 and aliens and all that stuff. Okay, aliens are demons. There are no beings from some terraformer rocks floating around beyond our firmament. They are extra dimensional because they are of the Nephilim, which are half angelic, half Adam, half mankind, right? Okay? Nobody is escaping the judgment. Nobody is from beyond the firmament, apart from the fallen angels who left their former estates, Shemayim, to enter into disobedience against the Most High Yah. And now they will be unforgiven, judged, and sentenced to the lake of fire. That's really as simple as that whole thing is. Okay? Anything that has to do with that topic is spiritually wicked, Ruach Ha'Qadash, demonic. That's right, plain simple. Now I'm listening to the stable genius, self-proclaimed stable genius, Donald J. Trump. Stable meaning mighty. Genius from jinn, genie, demon, mighty demon. He tells the whole world, I'm a mighty demon. And they applaud and laugh. And now he's signing something called the Genius Act. Again, jinn, genie, genius. Okay? It's unleashing the power, he says. Okay? Now, he says that they will never have a central bank-backed cryptocurrency. And everyone goes, yay. But then he says that this is going to be a one-for-one US dollar-backed cryptocurrency. What are we just deluded, inflated, restrictor plated? Nobody can sit there and figure out that there is no distinction here. There's no difference. Okay? Central banks are behind the fractional reserve debt currency of the dollar. So if it's a dollar-backed crypto, then it's central bank owned and operated. Period. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. Baruk Atah. This is not a great thing that's going on with the Jinn Act from the mighty Jinn himself. Their golden dawn, the one who ushers in their new age, golden age, along with his golden dome and his golden toilet. The worship of the dawn is disgusting, but it makes perfect sense scripturally, prophetically. He is loved by the masses. You know, they're the ones that act like they don't in Hollywood and the media are doing that to increase his favor. I mean, you know, Hollywood is busted, bro. Just go look at any movie theaters around any of these little towns. I go look at these movie theaters. They're like, it's like a little ghost town. There ain't nothing going on there. Okay? Their influence is busted. That's why TikTok and these other platforms have so many influencers, because the propaganda machine of Hollywood actors is busted up, and so now they have new influencers that most people think are telling them the truth and exposing the kingdom of darkness, but they're not. They're not calling you to repentance. You see what I'm saying? They're steering you to their four and mighty one. Hail, Zeus, Horus, Krishna. That's why they can have those names on their lips so easily. Because that's literally who they serve. The anti-Mashiach who has deceived the whole world, the son of perdition and lawlessness, saying that the instructions of the Most High Yah have been nailed to the Babylonian sun-worshipping cross. Okay? It's a hijack. It's a usurpation. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's an angel of light. And Baruk Yahuah for understanding. Halal Yahuah. Okay, I needed to tell you guys those couple of things. And I'm going to, Abba willing, be back with you once I get the trailer hitched up. And we'll try to figure out where we're going to go from there. Probably going to need to go get some fuel and then find a place to bed down. But really got to find a place to kill a Friday night, a Saturday day and night, and a Sunday day and night. And the area that I'm ultimately going to is probably not very welcoming to RV transporters, which is a shame, because they probably love to buy RVs. They just don't want to accommodate the people who bring them to their local communities. It's messed up. It is. It's messed up. But it's kind of like a little bit more of a ritzy area, so I don't know that there'll even be a place for me to go over there. I have to get my shot figured out, because I don't know yet. We have some places. We have a couple Home Depots picked out to probably be one of those. I'll let you know when I know. Shalom, Shalom, Mashpaka, Baruk Atah. Shalom. Man, I can't believe I'm doing this, although what did I expect to be doing, right? I am on I-15, I guess, going through Las Vegas, although Las Vegas is right over there, like the whole downtown area. I picked up this trailer and it ended up being a 2022 Keystone, Colorado. It is not in great condition at all. The tires are all low on pressure, dry rotted. I went to take the valve stem off the spare tire and it disintegrated in my fingertips. So I am leaning on Yahuah hardcore right now. I went to a truck stop in northern Las Vegas and did get DEF and did get diesel in the main tank and the rear tank, but I have no idea about the cost. I'm wanting to just kind of try to take it a little bit easy with this trailer, but there's nowhere that I can like stop and try to get air. I mean, you know what I mean? Like if they have some air in the big trunk, in the big truck fuel lane, but there's a line, you know, and I'm gonna sit there and refill my trailer tires. You know what I mean? Like that's not cool. And I didn't see any RV stuff at that particular one, so I'm like, I'm gonna just try to move down the road a little bit. I've already tested it. I've already gone 17 miles. You know, kind of babying it. All seems okie doke. Yeah. I think I saw 40 pounds in each tire, and the spare tire even less. And I'm beside myself because I don't have a battery pack to jump the truck if the battery dies. And the one that I want, it's basically an air compressor built in. I just can't afford it right now. It's kind of like, well, can you afford not to have it? But see, the thing is, every line of credit that I have right now is pretty much maxed out to just get to the point that I'm at. You know? So, here we are. Here we are. There is a Home Depot that, if you can trust the person that answers the phone, knows anything of what they're talking about. Oh yeah, usually you just come in and talk to a manager and they allow you to stay. That's the confirmation that we got. I'm not super confident in that answer, but it is what it is. And if I see something else between here and there, then I'll jump on that. But for right now, I need to try to get out of this city. I need to try to get out of Vegas, and my clock is ticking, right? So I hitched up the trailer, 100 degrees. Actually, it said 102 when I went to leave. It said 100 while I was trying to get my paperwork scanned in. Okay, speed limit's 55. I don't think I'm going to be the one who is an issue with speeding, but I don't want to give them a reason to stop me either. You know what I'm saying? Make sure all my placards are on. I know I got my plate on. I know all my lights are well. I know all my lugs are tight. Yeah, I'm not super excited about the whole idea of it being a used trailer from, you know, the folks that were there were a little on the ghetto side. I don't mean to sound any kind of way, but, you know, kind of like phony courtesy, but like you can tell. Like I was like, he's like, anything wrong? I was like, yeah, these tires are all really low and they look pretty old and dry. Oh yeah. I go, you guys got an air compressor here? No, we don't. Bro, you got like 100 trailers and other exotic cars here. You don't have any air. Okay. Right. So, my Shah just messaged me that she wants to do a call. So I am going to give her a call and I will be back, Allah willing, as soon as I can. see here, everybody's seen Vegas before on TV, right? Yeah, trust me, my Rue is not at Shalum here at all. I do not want to be here, but here is where Abba has me for right now. So, His will be done. Abba, cover your servant in Yahusha's name. Amen. Well, at least it cooled off a little. It's only 95. Beats 102. So my Yahusha sent me a link to a truck stop that's only 20 minutes from where I am. And I'm just kind of babying this thing right now, 55 and a 70. Because I don't want to take any chances, really. No, I was telling her that the tires only have 40 pounds of pressure. And the thing is, they're old, and so I don't want to just throw a bunch of air in them in a rush, overinflate them, you know. Maybe it's wrong of me, but I don't want to add air to it and actually have that cause a problem with the tire. For all I know, that's why they got them underinflated themselves. And even though it says 65 on it, I was thinking I'd probably do like, 58 or something. But if I can get to a spot where I can kind of take my time with it and then be able to park and go in and take a shower, then I just feel like everything will be well for me again. Boy, it's been a roller coaster of ups and downs, but I greeted Mr. Caesar and I thanked him and I said, Yahuwah, our Father in heaven, He gives favor to those that are kind to His servants. So I want you to know that I've asked Him to return favor to you for your kindness. He was like, oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I said, I know it's not much, but I wanted to give you this. It's what I got in my wallet right now, and just put it towards a meal, like a carne asada or something. He was like, oh, thank you. So, that was the main hurdle that I was trying to clear, was just get the trailer before Monday. And then I'm in a concrete jungle and there's nowhere to park, there's nowhere to turn, I don't know where to go. I come out of their yard and they close the fence and I have to turn. And so I knew where I was going to go to get fuel, and I figured, hey, I might be able to get a shower here and I might be able to get air here. Well, there's air at the pump, but there's a line and it's so cramped and crowded. There's a lot of trucks in a tight little space, and it's just loco, man. It's loco. I can't do the whole city thing, Pilot or Flying J in Las Vegas is crazy. I didn't see any signs for RV, so it was auto only or truck only. And I got to go to the truck pumps anyway because of my fuel card. Which reminds me, like, I should see what so I paid $274.39. $274.39. And now I'm going to try to see. Sorry, that was the price at the pump. I'm going to try to see what I actually paid. I don't know. It's hard to say if it's going to be much or not. I mean, at least it's not Washington. California, my experience is that I really end up saving nothing there. Well, let's see. Just out of curiosity, right? $234.58. That doesn't sound like much. Oh, it's $39.81, so about $40. Plus, I got the DEF, so bronchial for that. Now let's see what I got up to on my shower power or whatever. Dude, I don't know why it's telling me, like, I haven't been taking showers, but I've been losing credits. Do the credits wear out or something? 374, that doesn't seem right. Oh, yeah. 374 out of 1,000. That's not sounding so great. You know, I feel like I'm gonna have to just live on the road in order to make this work. And I need to figure out how to do more things without having to ask my Yahusha to help me. She's got her own stuff to try and deal with. And it's like if I need something and something and I give her some kind of advanced notice, and that's one thing, right? Alright, so it is still saying 374. Okay. Let me get back to my map. So we saved $40. Hey, that's still better than what Liberty Lake I saved $4. I was so tickered off right there, rip off there. That's a really gorgeous mountain you got right there, Abba. Baruk Atah Yahuah. I kind of feel like if there's a place where I can just have a little space, take my time, okay. Once I get a little bit more experience, then I might do well in tight spaces where it's all pressure and all that. I do that stuff. I get overstimulated, bro. I don't do well. I would just be honest, I don't like pushy people. It's funny, my Yahusha sent me this video that was kind of like me in social situations, and a person walks by and says something like, "Hey, it's a beautiful day we're having, isn't it?" And then the reply is how we feel, where it's like awkwardly trying to figure out how to answer, but the words aren't coming fast enough to make sense to fit what they're saying. It reminds me of when I used to go door dashing and I would drop something off at a customer and then they would say, "Thank you, drive safe," and I would say, "You too," and I'm like, oh shoot, you're not driving anywhere, what the heck? Like that. So it's kind of funny. Serviced, not, it's a fuel filter and an oil filter, and it's not like it's way past due or nothing. It's just barely. Heck, the oil isn't even there yet, to be honest with you. It still has 3,000 miles according to the sticker, but according to the truck's computer, it has 5%. So those don't agree. Interesting. Send She was in the middle of doing something really important. I was in the middle of having a crisis. It wasn't really the best time for us to be on the phone. So, trying to be, I don't know, trying to do better. Actually, I have to give Abba a lot of credit because I didn't respond in the way that my feelings were. Like my feelings were like a kettle boiling over, but my response was like that. Just really calm. It's okay, no problem. Yeah, I'll take care of it. I'll talk to you later. I'll call you when I have time to catch up. When I was like freaking outside like a raging storm. Because I hate feeling like that I got this big trailer. This trailer's not that big, but it's still a trailer. It's still 8,000 pounds, 31 feet, whatever. And I don't know where I can turn. Like, I got to get out of this parking lot. I don't know which way I'm supposed to turn. And in order for me to look it up, I need to be able to, like, park. So I get like a little bit panicky to get out of there, I'm sure I know a lot of people will be like, man, just take your time and you do you. If anybody says anything, that's on them. Just, And that's probably true in a way. I've gone other times. I have a couple lanes open to choose from. I go in the lane, there ain't nobody pulling up behind me, kind of waiting for me to hurry up and get out of the way. What's this RV doing here? That's the way a lot of them look at you. Like I say, maybe a lot of them don't realize that we have like comm data cards, same as them. I don't know. Even the cashier sometimes they'll say, "What's your truck number?" And then we get the same information for both, and they're all confused. It works, but But anyway, it's those times when it's like, oh, okay, let me clean some of these bugs off the truck and the windshield and all that. And I probably would get some air and stuff. But to do the trailer, I'd have to pull forward and then get out and do that. And there's people waiting, so it's like, I'm not doing that. Plus, it's not like the air that you adjust the pressure you want. You just put it on there and it turns off. No, you gotta fill it, then you gotta check it. Adjust it, check it, adjust it, check it, and stuff like that. It takes a little bit more time. And I got 5 tires to do. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm on my way. I'll get back with you guys as soon as I can. I'm gonna go stop at this truck stop. It's about 10 more minutes away. We'll see if we have something else to look at other than that big, bright, white, hot sun. Shalom. Shalom, shalom, mashpaka. So I'm still at that truck stop. I was able to get a shower and to refill my coffee, but I'm sitting here waiting for midnight to happen because of the logs. I know that I still have 2 hours of drive time remaining for this day, but because of the pagan clock and how they say a day starts in the middle of the night. I don't know. It's telling me that I only have 10 minutes to drive. So I don't know if after midnight I can still finish my 2 hours and then get my 10-hour break, or if I'll get new hours and then take my break. Like, I just want to go the rest of the way to the Home Depot and then sleep. I can't sleep here, but I feel trapped. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know there's no more light outside. It's very dark. And so I wanted to just put a close on this day's video. When I come back tomorrow, I'll let you know what happens, what I decide to do. I literally don't even know. I'm trying to work that out with my Yashar'Al right now, figure out what to do. I don't want to be here. There's like a casino right there. Then you get different types of people walking around. Yahuwah, provide a way. He always does, and he has been all day. So, Baruk Yahuah, Halalu Yahuwah. Halal praise, adds, Yah adds. Halal Yah, Yah adds praise. See that? Just like Yah adds breath. Yahusha, Yah adds deliverance. Halal Yah. Baruk Yahuah. Shalom.